Well, good morning, and welcome back to another page in the diary. Pike fishing today, back on the carp pond. Those of you that had watched my previous video may remember that I did say I would try and fit one more session on the carp pond, and this is it. This is very likely the final pike fishing session of my season. Yesterday was the Spring Equinox, when we have more daylight for the first time. We have more daylight than darkness, and it's usually about the time I start to wrap up my pike fishing. So as I say, almost certainly this will be the last session. Let's see how we get on. So here we go, starting down the margins as usual. So that's 2 hours and nothing down the margins. So I'm gonna convert this rod into a suspended bait rod setup and search some of the wider water. See what that does for us. Well, that's 4 hours with no signs of life. I've still got one rod down the margin here on the left, and I've been moving the suspended bait around, covering as much water as I can. But unfortunately, as I say, nothing to report so far. What's probably not helping is that the fishery maintenance team are busy getting the fishery ready for the carp lads to arrive, which I guess will be happening shortly. And they're building what looks, well, it's a new peg, I suspect, using all kinds of pneumatics and God knows what else. So they're making a right old noise. That's me looking for excuses, I think. Well, it's just not happening today, I'm afraid. When it gets to this time of the season, it can be a bit hit and miss. The fish aren't spread out as they normally would be. They begin to gather and shoal, getting ready for spawning. Having said that, I bought the rods in a while back and went for a walk around the lake for a quarter of an hour, just to see if I could see any signs of activity in the margins, just to see if they had in fact started spawning, but couldn't see a thing. Another thing. But it is now looking increasingly likely that my pike fishing season is going to end on a blank. What of my season? Well, it's been a good one, to be honest. I've managed to fish virtually all of the places I love to fish at some point. I've had some great sessions with fishing buddies and I've caught some nice fish.
12 and a half.
And I've certainly caught more than I've blanked, so that's all you can really hope for.
Now, just on 12
And of course
pounds.
then there was November. November's always been my favourite month of the pike fishing season. It's usually one of my most successful months as well, I have to say, but November always brings trips to the Highlands of Scotland, which is undoubtedly my favourite place to pike fish. And it also brings the opportunity to do something I can't normally do, and that's fish from the boat on a trout water with the lads from the Pike Anglers Club. And it was there were two special fish this year in November. The first of those was on the Lake of Menteith with the Pike Anglers Club. 24 pounds. Lovely, lovely fish, and it gave me a right old battle.
Lord, please, please, please.
And then later that month, a trip to the Highlands and a magnificent fish that, in circumstances that couldn't be more different to the Lake of Menteith, a small wild Highland loch and a big wild Highland pike, and a new PB, 29 and a half pounds. It was just such a magnificent day, quite overwhelming day for me, that, and that really was the icing on the cake as far as this season's concerned. So, all in all, quite a good season, quite enjoyed it, but as I say, it does look more and more likely that I'm going to finish on a blank. Well, we're into the last half an hour, and the only excitement is that in the last hour or so there have been quite a number of carp showing themselves all over the lake, including one that decided it was going to headbutt my float. What it thought it was going to do with it, I've got no idea, but it got me excited for a few seconds, I have to say. Well, that's it for another pike season. I'm sorry I didn't have any excitement to share with you today, but at least I got the chance to think back over the season I've had. So what's next? Well, that rather depends on what gear I come across in the garage first. So it could be some sort of carp fishing, or it might even be the start of a search for a spring tench. You'll have to watch this space. Thanks for watching this one, hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, as I say, we didn't get any fish today, but I'll see you soon. Bye for now.